This is Nuke, a map you rarely win with raw aim alone. The map with the most vertical angles in the current map pool, and with its layered defense options and hard to clear angles, this unique map layout favors the CT side, leaving the T side to take the initiative. In this video, you will learn utility that makes the difference between you guessing where to take the next aim duel to giving you the ability to control the map to your advantage. So stay tuned and let's get started. Alright, so the first smoke we're gonna take a look at is the one that lands on top of main. You wanna come to the backside right here of this small security post, then place your crosshair in the right corner of this small vent, and then do a normal jump throw. If you want to work on taking more control on yard, you can do the Nade smoke wall lineup. So you can use this yellow line right here on the ground as your lineup point. Just make sure that you kind of centered on the line. Then for the first smoke, you want to place your crosshair right below the lamp right here and do a normal jump throw. Then for the second smoke, you want to place your crosshair right here on the corner of the railing and do a normal jump throw as well. Now, if you come to the corner right here by the fence and the lamppost, you can do the second smoke wall that will go all the way from the red container all the way towards secret, so you can cross safely down there. So for the first lineup, you want to have your crosshair placed on the shadow right here and on the band, like horizontal with the band right here on the silo. Then do a W jump throw. Then go back into the corner and drop your crosshair down to the top of the blue container and do a normal jump throw for the second smoke. Now, you can also use the more common lineup for the smoke wall that will extend from the backside of red all the way to secret. You want to line yourself up on the left side of the truck right here. Then for the first smoke, you want to aim in between the windows right here and do a normal jump throw like so. And then for the second smoke, you want to place your crosshair right here on this small dot on the electrical wire and do a normal jump throw as well. You can also do a combination of the Navi smoke wall and the top main smoke, all from the same position right here. You want to tuck yourself into the invisible corner like so. Then for the first smoke, you want to aim right here on the railing and do a normal jump throw. For the second smoke, aim on this part of the railing and do a normal jump throw. And for the last smoke, you want to aim right here in between the top of the window and do a W jump throw. This way you can throw all three smokes from the same position. Now, if you want to smoke in front of the windows for the locker room, you want to come to the corner right here where the fence has a vent. Then you want to place your crosshair right here on this dot on the electrical wire and do a running jump throw. So when your crosshair hits the container, you want to do the jump throw like so. And as you can see, the smoke will bounce off the wall and land in front of the locker room's windows. So if you find yourself on top of main and you need to smoke the main entrance, you can place yourself right on the edge of the roof right here. Then line up your crosshair on top of the railing and do a running left click throw. Now you can use this lineup to throw a smoke that will land in front of the squeaky door on A side. Just make sure you break the windows before throwing this specific smoke, and you might want to pair it up with the top Hut Molotov in order to force the CTs off that specific angle. Now you want to go into the corner right here. Then on the second line on the wall, you want to do a normal jump throw. Then you can either do this for your team or have a teammate do this. Use the top Hut Molotov in order to make sure that the CTs won't be able to see you when you go through squeaky door. So this is one of the two lineups that I'm going to be showing you where you molly off everything on top hut, making sure there's no gaps where the CTs can stand. So the running Molotov you saw me do at another point in the video will leave a small gap above the doorway for hut. So just make sure that you're aware that the CTs might be playing that specific angle. Now for this lineup, you want to use this small area right here on the ventilation duct. Then jump on top of it and place your crosshair in the lower right corner of the window right here. Then do a running left click throw. Now for the second position where you can do a Molotov that will molly the entirety of top hut, you want to come to the corner right here. Then place your crosshair on the corner. Then jump on top of the vent. Then same thing as before, you want to place your crosshair in the lower right corner right here and do a running left click throw. So this is one of the most common setups you'll see pro players use when they try to go for an A execute. So they will have one guy on the roof right here next to the ventilation, and this player will throw 2 flashes and a Molotov that will land behind the site, making sure that your teammates can first get safely out of Hut and then forcing off any players playing behind the silos on A side. You want to aim right here and do a normal jump throw for the flashes, and for the Molotov you're going to use the exact same lineup. So continuing with the A side utility, you can help your teammates have a much easier way of getting out of the squeaky door. You simply want to line yourself up with the back end of the T lobby right here, then place your crosshair on top of the doorway and just do a walking left click throw with a couple of flashes. These 2 flashes can be paired up with a smoke for main and will make sure that any main player or any player playing on top of the rafters trying to hold the door will get blinded. Alright, so we're gonna continue with a couple more flashes that you can throw from inside of T lobby. These flashes will go out of Hut, making sure that any CT trying to hold that specific angle will get blinded. So the way you do it is simply by making sure that the wall slightly overlaps the one behind it, and then you want to aim in the middle right here and do a running left click throw. Now let's say you don't want a Molotov top Hut, but you know there's a CT that usually played this specific angle right here holding the squeaky door. You can actually come to T roof right here, jumping on top of the ventilation right here by the line. You don't have to be super precise to do this. Then you want to aim at the bottom of this window right here and do a running jump throw. So as you can see, the grenade will explode right on top of the CT, giving them a lot of damage. Alright, so if you've decided you want to push ramp and you know there's not any CT holding directly on the ramp, you can have one of your teammates come to the corner right here, then aim at the lamp and then do a left click throw with a flashbang. And this flashbang will make sure to blind any players hiding in hill or any players playing on the ramp. That's it for this video, guys. If you made it this far into the video, please consider dropping a like and a comment. It is much appreciated. And as always, take care, make sure to have fun, don't forget to GG in your own games, even if you lose, and see you in the servers.